Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Welcome to the Wells Village School Class of 2024 graduation. We are glad to see you all here to support the 6th graders in this big step up. Today, the 6th graders, including me, will graduate and go to middle school. All the teachers, students, friends, and families have provided us with all the love and support we need. We are really happy to see you tonight sharing this big, exciting experience. Thank you. Hey!
We're here to introduce the Queen.
Yes, you heard us right. She's the queen who runs this place.
Without her, we would not have a standing palace, and the palace is Wells Village School.
Okay, time to be serious. Okay, you got this.
She is the kindest, most respectful person we all know.
She does anything and everything she can to make this school a better place.
She is always there if you need to talk, and you can vent to her and tell her all is wrong.
So here's the one and only Miss Winkowski.
Thank you, Callie and Layla, for that introduction. Good evening and welcome to the class of 2024 6th grade graduation. A special welcome to our students, staff, parents, families, and friends. Before I begin, there are a few people that have joined us tonight that should be recognized. Lisa Madison is our assistant superintendent, and she's also our PTO chair. Eric Montbriand is the GRCSU board chairman. Todd Fenton is the Wells Volunteer Fire Chief, and we have Mr. and Mrs. Joe Capron from the Historical Society. So thank you for joining us to celebrate this 6th grade class. This class is small but mighty. These are 4 very different individuals that make up this group. When I think of them, there are so many different aspects of who they are and who they're becoming that I needed to consider that. The question was how to go about it. If you know me at all, you know that I have a true love of books. I say that because when thinking about this group in this speech, it made sense to reference a book that I had just recently reread. It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. As I was reading, I noticed the connection between the lessons in the story and the 4 individuals sitting on the stage. There is advice about relationships and choices, humor and kindness. With that in mind, here are just a few of the things that struck me. And it's not that each character describes or defines one of the graduates, but rather that there are values that can be said and shared amongst all of them. Some of those lessons are, you may be small like the mole, but you make a big difference. And when the boy asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? The other one answered, kind. What is success? It is to love. What is the biggest waste of time? Comparing yourself to others. What is one of our greatest freedoms? How we react to things. The little boy wonders, isn't it odd that we can only see ourselves on the outside, but nearly everything happens on the inside? Often, the hardest person to forgive is yourself. The boy asked the horse, what is the bravest thing you've ever said? And the horse replied, help. Because asking for help isn't giving up, it's refusing to give up. The mole tells the group, the greatest illusion is that life should be perfect. And when the dark clouds come, keep going. So Caleb, Callie, Charlie, Layla, you are 4 very uniquely individual people that have taught me a lot of those same lessons. You each have some very special qualities that have shaped you into who you are. In great part, that's due to all of the people that are sitting here supporting you tonight. So when we're done, take a moment and thank them for guiding you in this journey of life. I wish you nothing but the best as you step into the next chapter called middle school. And the last few pages of the book summarize my message best. "What's your best discovery?" said the mole. "That I'm enough as I am," said the boy. "I've realized why we're here," whispered the boy. "For cake?" asked the mole. "To love," said the boy. "And be loved," said the horse. "What do we do when our hearts hurt?" asked the boy. "We wrap them with friendship, shared tears, and time, till they make hopeful and happy again." "Do you have any other advice?" asked the boy. "Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you're treated," said the horse. "Always remember you matter, that you're important and you're loved, and you bring to the world things that no one else can. And always remember, home isn't always a place, is it?" So congratulations, class of 2024. You have many more choices and lessons ahead of you, and know that as you leave Wells Village School, you are loved, and you can always come home. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to introduce someone who has been our teacher for 2 years. She started here at Wells School as an interventionist. For the last 2 years, she has taught in a combined 4, 5, and 5, 6 grade. To have her as a teacher, she is patient and kind. We have been lucky to have her as a teacher. Please help me welcome Miss Grineshield.
Thank you, Charlie. I want to start by addressing the families that are here today. I have had the pleasure of teaching your children for the last 2 years. The growth I have seen in these students amazes me. Thank you for sharing them with me. I hope they have learned as much from me as I have learned from them. I have a lot of great memories with this group of students. One of the highlights from this year was our Trout in the Classroom program. The 6th grade students took on the majority of the responsibilities of raising our trout. They had to test the water and track data, feed the fish, clean the tank, and take observations daily. We had a few good laughs along the way too. For example, when we tried to count how many fish were in the tank. Not an easy task when they're all moving. We may have also made a few messes with water from time to time. We built up some muscles after having to do a couple of big water changes. We learned for future years the tank should always be set up near a sink. 6th graders also did a great job sharing updates and teaching the younger students about our trout. They helped plan and they led our release day. This involved leading learning stations, activities, and games for the whole school. Their leadership skills really shined that day. My absolute favorite memory with this class will always be reading Hummingbird together. Hummingbird by Natalie Lloyd is a perfect combination of realistic fiction, magic, and wonder. This book is about a girl named Olive who lives with brittle bone disease and has finally talked her family into letting her attend public school. She has to navigate fitting in, finding friends, and being safe. She's not afraid to be herself and never gives up. Olive teams up with a few unlikely people to search for the magical wish-granting hummingbird. As she searches for the hummingbird, we read about community members from the past who were fortunate enough to find the bird and make their wish. Along the way, she learned some very important things. The entire class was literally sitting on the edge of their seat as I read the last chapter of this book. When I read the part that finally revealed Olive's wish, students jumped up and cheered. It was a magical moment in our classroom that I will remember forever. After finishing the book, students had some rich conversation about what this book was teaching us as human beings. This book teaches us that not everyone is what they seem on the outside and that all people deserve a chance to have true friendship. We need to take the time to get to know people without judging them before we can truly know who they are. We also learned that sometimes our deepest wishes are not what we truly desire or need. Sometimes on the path to our hopes and dreams, we face challenges that we must overcome. If we persevere and listen to our hearts, we can succeed, create memories, and find lifelong friends. There's a quote from this book that one sixth grade student repeated to me many weeks after we had finished reading and discussing it. The quote is, "There's way more that you can do than you can't do." As a reminder of these lessons, I have a special gift for each of you. In the gift box that's under your chair, you will find this hummingbird. I hope that when you look at it, you will remember that your journey is just beginning and that you're on your way to making all of your wishes come true. And now to address the sixth grade students directly. I'm so proud of you and all your accomplishments. Charlie, you are so good at figuring things out. Your ability to solve puzzles and do mental math amazes me. You have a great sense of humor and you're an amazing athlete. Callie, you are a loyal friend to many. You are very good at organizing things. When you take on a project, you give it 100%, and you leave no detail forgotten. It was so cool to see you teaching others long division this year. Caleb, you are a great conversationalist. You are always so polite, and I like how you take the time to greet students and staff. You have an amazing math brain, and you are a fantastic artist. Layla, you are a wonderful addition to our classroom and school this year. You are so kind and considerate of others. You build people up and treat everyone with respect. You've taken the time to build relationships with staff and students throughout the building. You are always so helpful. Your community leadership skills are to be admired. It's amazing to see who you all have become in your time here at WVS. I know you are all headed for great things. I will leave you with a couple of reminders for your future journey into middle school. Reminders of things that we have been practicing for a long time and that will serve you well as you head to your new schools. You could probably recite them in your sleep, but this advice is so very important. You do not need to be friends to be friendly. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect. Remember your circle of control. Let go of things that are outside of your control and focus your energy on things you can control. Always be yourself and do your best in life. No challenge is too big for you to overcome. Best wishes as you embark on the next chapter of your life.
Thanks to all the parents and or guardians of us sixth graders for being there for us and supporting us through our journey of elementary school and our life. We would like to thank you for making the best versions of ourselves. You all make us feel safe. So thank you for watching your children and their classmates go from elementary school to middle school. Thank you.
I am here to introduce the PTO. PTO supports our school in many ways throughout the year. This year, they supported our book fair, the pie booth, Dollar Skate, and the Fall Voyage 5K. The PTO also had a Cincinnati fundraiser and the Little Caesar orders they are working on with the MWA to get new basketball hoops for our school. Please welcome Lisa Madison.
Thank you, Charlie. Good evening, graduates, parents, faculty, and community members. Thank you for joining us to celebrate our wonderful sixth grade class. I know I'm not the first person to say this lately, but I can't believe another year has gone by. Time goes by so fast, so make sure you enjoy every minute of it. I'm thankful to be a part of the Wells Village School PTO and to be with you here today. With the end of the school year, we say goodbye to another group of sixth graders. This one is a special group for me, as many of them were entering preschool when I first started as the principal at the Wells Village School a few minutes ago. And it's been a pleasure to watch them grow over the years and watch them participate in all the different events and activities that we have had going on at the Wells Village School. And it's been great this year to meet Layla at Girls on the Run. Now it's time for our sixth graders to leave the comfort of the Wells Village School and to move on to their next adventure. In this next phase of your life, you will continue to grow and mature into young adults. You will meet new people, make new friends, take different courses, and have many opportunities and experiences. The advantage of all that will help you where you go in life. Take advantage of the minutes that you have, and it's time to decide what path you want to follow. Don't hesitate, go for it. The PTO has a gift for each of you, which includes a Sacagawea coin. Sacagawea was a Shoshone woman who accompanied the Lewis and Clark expedition, acting as an interpreter and guide in their exploration of the western United States. She represents the graduating sixth graders as she left her village to venture out into the world. You also are leaving the Wells Village School to continue your own personal adventure. Sacagawea is a representation of the sixth graders finding their purpose in life. And in the years to come, you will discover what you're passionate about, what you'd like to do with your lives, and where you might leave your mark on the world. Be kind, be brave, be passionate, embrace all the possibilities on this next adventure. To paraphrase Winnie the Pooh, how lucky are we to have had something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Congratulations, class of 2024.
The Wells Fire Department has been keeping us safe for lots of years. They come every year to teach us about fire safety in some really cool ways. This year we got to spray the fire hose and try to aim the water at the cones to knock them over. We recently wrote about our most memorable fire safety preventionist visit. Please welcome Wells Fire Department Chief Todd Fenton.
Please forgive me, I'm going casual tonight. The full gear dressed gear would be a little warm for me. I've watched all these kids come up through. As said, we do fire safety here every year. we try to switch it up just so the kids have fun, don't get bored with us. Exactly right, this last year they got to squirt water at traffic cones. I believe the teachers had more fun than the children did. But we've actually smoked up the Woodman Hall, the smaller building, and had the kids go through and try to find the firefighters. Don't let them josh you, they couldn't see anything. But we've had a lot of fun. We usually do a poster contest, but at the chief's discretion this year, I asked them to write about their most memorable fire safety, and I asked them to write what volunteer means for them. And I even wrote the definition of volunteer for them so they could have a think about it. Because we are all volunteers. I've been doing this for 30 years. And if anybody wants to challenge me, I do the 5K in the fall in turnout gear. If you can beat me, that'd be something. Personal best last year, I did it in 45 minutes. So I'd like to congratulate you guys. So the fire department has something for you. Caleb Camara. Charlie Gates. Layla Jean Madison. And who could forget Callie Ann Chalmers? So a few words of advice. Do what you love, call it work, try anything, because you don't know if you're going to like it unless you try for it. I wish you all the luck in the future. Is she yawning or sneezing? Well, congratulations, class of 2024.
I am here to introduce the Wells History Society. Each year, the sixth graders are asked to write an essay for the contest. This year's topic was the Vermont State Constitution. Each student picked one article to focus on. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Carpin.
We always enjoy reading the essays that you people take time to study and look over the Constitution. But I'm wondering if you realize that the Vermont State Constitution was the framework for the U.S. Constitution. They used very similar, the whole steps that we used. So it's good history. Also, another little fact of history, I graduated from here in 1961. I was 5 at the time. No. So I know what you're going through, and it was always a pleasure. Our first third place winner for the Historical Society Essay Contest is Layla Madison. Second place winner of our historical contest, Charlie Gates. There's also money attached to these, so. And our first place winner, the Historical Society Essay Contest, is Callie Chalmers. It's always a pleasure to work with these people. I'm glad to read these, and God bless you all, and do whatever you can to do your best when you get to junior high. I know you will. Thank you.
So I'm going to be giving the Presidential Awards for Academic Excellence, and I'm going to read the letter from the President first. Jill and I are happy to join your family, friends, and teachers in congratulating you for earning the 2024 President's Education Award. This year, you showed your curiosity, persistence, and determination to succeed. I hope you are proud of all you achieved. I often say that we are at an inflection point in history, a moment where we will answer the questions that define our nation's future. Who are we? What do we stand for? What do we believe? Who will we be? And I have never been more optimistic about our future because your generation, the most talented, tolerant, and generous generation in American history, will help us answer those questions. I look forward to seeing the great things you will accomplish in the years ahead, whatever path you choose. I hope you will keep working hard, keep believing in yourself, and keep remembering that there is nothing you cannot do. Please accept my best wishes for a future filled with happiness and success. So this year, we have two recipients, Callie Chalmers and Layla Madison.
I'm here to present the American Citizenship Award. It's presented to a student who possesses strength of character, is a school or community leader, promotes citizenship or other similar characteristics of leadership. And this year's recipient is Layla Madison.
If Miss Carangio and Miss Winpenny, can you please come up?
Absolutely. Mrs. Whitman, our art teacher, has a few awards for our sixth graders this year. The Banksy Award for Best Elusive Art goes to Caleb Camara. And the Andy Warhol Award for Best Use of Abstract Realism goes to Charles Gates.
One of my all-time favorite artists, the Georgia O'Keeffe Award for the Best Use of Realism goes to Callie Chalmers. And the Frida Kahlo Award for Best Use of Magical Realism goes to Layla Madison.
Hi, I'm Sierra Bush. I teach kindergarten. I'm presenting the School Achievement Award, which is given to a student that has shown tremendous progress through their perseverance and commitment to learning. Their can-do attitude is a model for all. This year's award is presented to Layla Madison. And the Student Memorial Award is given to honor the former students of the Wells Village School who were taken from us before their time. It began as a memorial to former principal Linda O'Leary. This award is given to a student who exemplifies leadership ability, an aptitude for math, a warm sense of humor, a love of family and friends, and a spirit of adventure. This year's award is presented to Callie Chalmers.
The next award is the Faculty and Staff Recognition Award. It's given to honor former faculty and staff of the Wells Village School. It began as a memorial to a longtime cook and custodian, Barbara Mornold, and in honoring of longtime veteran primary and reading teacher, Shirley Thieser. Both Mrs. Morna and Mrs. Thieser were always there to lend a hand to any student. This recipient shows an aptitude in the area of literacy, and this year's award is presented to Layla Madison. The next award is the Leadership Award, and it's given to honor former school board member Kathy Humphreys, longtime principal Jean Oakman, and former director of curriculum, instruction, and assessment, Michelle Folger. Each of these ladies has left us with a legacy of demonstrated commitment and devotion to the students of the Wells Village School. The recipient demonstrates the qualities of good citizenship and leadership, and this year's award is presented to Layla Madison.
The WVS Compassion Award. This award is being given to a student who demonstrates compassion in his daily interactions with others. This student is kind and caring towards students and staff. He is always polite and takes the time to greet others every morning. This year's recipient is Caleb Camara. And we have the STEM Award. This award is being given to a student who demonstrates an aptitude for STEM activities. This student is able to think through problems and find out-of-the-box solutions. His ability to see how things should work and fit together makes him an excellent engineer. This year's recipient is Charles Gates. Layla and Callie.
Welcome to all the teachers. Thank you for coming to our very special day. It's so nice to see you all here. You all have done so much for all of us throughout our years at Wells Village School. Thank you all for letting us celebrate things we would not be able to do in a bigger school. You all have helped us grow more physically and mentally inside of school. We know it is sad that we are leaving because we are the best, but it's okay because the new 6th graders were taught how to behave just like us, so they'll be our mini-me's. So thank you all so much for everything you have done for us. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
At this time, I'm going to invite the president of our board to present the graduation certificates.
Charles Gates. Callie Chalmers. Layla Madison.
I'll take your picture.
Caleb Camara.
Okay. Oh.
And on behalf of the Wells Springs Board of Directors, I just want to say congratulations to our Wells Village School class of 2024.
I am happy to be leaving this school and be heading to 7th grade. Some of my favorite memories are when the ice cream truck came to the school and when we went outside to play and hang out with my friends. I like lake days and field days. I want to thank Miss Wagner, Miss Mikowski, Miss Crowningshield, my mom, my dad, my sister, my grandpa, my grandma for supporting me.
Okay, good luck with this one, guys. It's 3 pages long. I'm just going to start off with, I've been holding off this speech for a long time now because I don't know if my words or feelings could show how much this school has done for me. There are a lot of things I've disagreed with in this building, but the school has taught me everything I know. My friends are my biggest part of my learning journey in my life. Abby, Angie, and Layla are my best friends. I've known Abby since we were little, so it's really sad to be leaving her. I've known Angie since I was in 4th grade, and she's been the best of best friends ever. And Layla just came this year, but we have a strong bond just like the other girls and me. They're the ones that hold our friend group together, and we may be a small group, but we're definitely the strongest. Like I said earlier, words don't prove how much I love these girls, and I still don't think my brain has processed that I am leaving. I love you girls so much, and I'll always remember and love you. Although Abby, Angie, and Layla are some of my biggest supporters, my family and friends are also my supporters. My mom has done so much for me throughout the years. She has helped me grow as a person and a sister. She has done everything and anything for me, and I can't thank her enough for all the things she's done so we can turn out good. I am here to tell you that you are the best, and I love you. Thank you. My dad has also done a lot of things for me too. He has helped me be independent and choose the right people to hang out with. He has taught me how to shoot a gun or ride my four-wheeler or my dirt bike. Even though these things are little, I love them just as much as the big things. Kurt Vonnegut once said, enjoy the little things in life because one day you'll look back and you'll realize they're the big things. Thank you so much, Dad. I love you. If I'm not crying at this point, I must be very strong. It comes from special memories. Some of these memories are from my little Papa and Nanu, and some from my cat Snowball. That's when I figured out strong doesn't mean just muscles on your arms. It can mean growing as a person too. Those people have helped me grow. My grandma, ma'am, has been there for me forever and always. She always puts a smile on my face and is the kindest person ever. My big Papa is always going to be right next to me like my ma'am. He is always going to make me laugh and smile. I love you guys. Granny and Poppy has always been there for me too, especially in 6th grade. They pick me up almost every day. Thank you guys. I love you. I could go on and on about who I'm thankful for and why, but everyone I didn't list, I love you. I love you guys too. Thank you. I look back at all these memories from my past thinking they're never going to happen again. I will always remember them, but it's not going to be the same as in the present. The last year of school, every time I was with my best friends, I always had thoughts in my head, like this is going to be the last time this is going to happen. And I don't think any of us really thought that through, but now we are, because we are really going to be spread apart. I love you, Abby, Angie, and Lily. You guys are the best of best friends ever. 2 of my favorite teachers left this year, Mr. H and Miss Wagner. I know they left for them and their family, but I always counted them as family too. I miss Mr. H, he was my PE teacher, and Miss Wagner, the school counselor. The laughs and the talks she had with me and the friend group. I'll always remember you and the joke our friend group made with you, Miss Wagner's ghost. Whenever something happened, we would yell, Miss Wagner's ghost. My favorite memory disappeared when she left because every time we said it, we almost cried. I remember every year when it was Mr. H's last PE class with all the 6th graders, I would always make an excuse to go up and check on him. I do the same thing at the 6th graders' graduation. I always wondered what it would be like at mine. Clearly, I won't ever know what would happen if he was here because he's not. I also remember whenever someone went into the gym to get water, he would call them over to do warm-ups or games with the classes that he had. I miss this stuff so much too. It taught me that change is hard, and it helped me see that I'm stronger than I knew. Thank you, Ms. Crowningshield, for putting up with my sass for 2 years. I really appreciate it. My biggest thanks is my best friends. Like I said earlier, it's okay, everyone. You can cry. We all knew we were gonna going to cry on this day and the last day of school. Promise me we'll stay in touch together. Girls, I love you. Thank you, everyone. Girls, peace, love, and team. Peace out, Wildcats.
So at this time, we're going to have the graduates process out. When they're outside, I'm going to ask everyone in the audience to just kind of filter out and go down and line the hallways all the way by the end so that our students can ring the bell for the final time.